Then I'm live now. Sorry for the very short notice. I had very short notice myself. Why am I showing you that before anything else? Do you know what? I should probably turn this sucker on. Ooh, yeah. Hi, there I am. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. At the last minute was like, you know what? I wanted to do a video yesterday, and there just simply wasn't like enough to make a full video of. I had like three things. And one of them is a little time sensitive. So I thought if I get a chance, I'm going to do one today. And wouldn't you know it, fun enough stuff, scrounged up enough things that it's reasonable to have a video today. Hi, and very happy Saturday to you. I hope you are enjoying your weekend. I was going to say I have a lazy weekend, but what I have is no things I have to go run and do outside of the house. So I've been cleaning up the studio a bit, which is also where I keep most of my clothing because my husband and I have too much stuff. So we both took over a closet in a different room, and so I had piles of laundry to fold and things to put away, and so I've been doing fun with my Saturday. Hi Cynthia, Happy Rock Publishing. Hi, how are you doing? Are you feeling even better today? I expect good news here from like the health. I want everybody to be healthy. Being sick is miserable, especially when summer hits. Hi, Stacy. Happy Saturday to you too. Hi. I'm glad you guys caught this. I really don't expect anybody to show up because this was, like I said, very impromptu. It's like I got a few things. So I'm going to get to them because I got a few things. I do. I have a few things that I wanted to share. Oh, and I'm way up here today. Oh, I had things moved around for something I was doing yesterday. And now I'm a bit of a mess. I apologize while I straighten myself out. I use that purple thing here so I don't like go crazy and make my giant head even more gianter. Huge. I don't know. Anyway, Point Blank 1959 shared this. I love to start with the behind the scenes when I can. So Duncan LaCroix fooling around behind the scenes, probably mocking Marta's death. It's very possible. I don't feel like he takes things too seriously when the cameras aren't on. He seems like a playful kind of fellow. So hi Suzanne. Hi, happy Saturday to you too. We have him and he's smoking. I vape, so I can't say anything, but let's try and be a little healthier, okay? Because we want to keep him around for like I feel like he should show up in Blood of My Blood at some time. I mean, we're hoping for Sam and Katrina. Why not Duncan? All right. Speaking of the Outlanderness, I did have some news here. I'm going to scroll this back up, which of course it's not centered because why would I center things? The 2025 Telltale Awards were announced 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and we do have a winner. We have a winner. Outlander did win for the best, what was it? Best cable or streaming drama series right there. Outlander with a runner up of Interview with a Vampire. And the favorite performer in a cable or streaming drama, it was the fella for The Way Home, Chris Holden Reed. Again, I say I know him from Lost Girls. But Sam Heughan did get runner up, which I mean, that was a pretty intense group he was up against. So I can't complain about Chris winning. I'm very happy they remembered Sam as at least like a runner-up or honorable mention. I think I would have gone the other way around. I think Sam's character had more challenges acting-wise than Chris's, but it's hard to measure them against each other because one is very mature and one is like, I don't know, TV 16, TV 13. Anyway, but congratulations to everybody because it is cool when you get recognized by the people who actually watch and enjoy this show. All right, gonna scooch around a little bit again here for us. This is the one that was like time sensitive, so I was like, if I can get here today, I'm gonna. That's why we're live because my Saturday time. I got chores. Outlander fan documentary. And three others share this. And I used to share stuff about them all the time because they were doing projects. I haven't seen nearly as much about them since I left Twitter. So that's on me. But bidding ends this Sunday. That is tomorrow. Don't miss your chance to own this amazing one-of-a-kind piece of Outlander memorabilia. Link in the bio or head to our website for more info. Good luck, bidder. So you go to the Outlander fan documentary website, and I will, let's see if I can, let's see, I'm gonna guess that I'm still getting over that cold. I'm going to guess it's this one right here. Yep. So www.outlanderdocumentary.com. So if you want to go there too, and I will go back again after I cough some more. Guitar Specs Protege by Cordoba Studio 78. Acoustic guitar, nylon zippered guitar case comes with it. String tuner kit as well. But that's not what's so cool about this guitar. Do you see all that writing? Do you see that I'm still not able to breathe? Read amongst yourselves. Oh, I try to figure out how to breathe and talk at the same time. Guitar was purchased at Tupelo Hardware Company, the same place Elvis Presley purchased his first guitar. Together, all the signatures this guitar has traveled 2,919 air miles and 1,296 car miles. To ensure its preservation, it was never put with airline baggage, always hand carried, and specially stowed on each flight. I was fine all morning, and that's why I had no problem doing this. But we can see loads of the people signing. And me attempting to breathe at the same time as talking. There we go. That's a good picture. You can see all the signatures that they gathered of the Outlander people. So, and they got a couple of pictures. There's David. We guess, Richard. I think that's David. It's hard to tell. Maybe that's still Richard. Let's see. Let's see. It says January 2020, Wizard World, New Orleans. John Bell and Rollo Palprin added Ed Spaliers, Maria Doyle Kennedy, February 2020, New York premiere. No signature. March 2020, Wizard World, Cleveland. Duncan LaCroix, Richard Rankin, Katrina Balfe. And it says October 2021, Wizard World, Chicago, Sam Heughan. Oh, wow. Okay. January 2022, Outlandish, Vancouver, Seattle Adventure, David Barry, Sophie Skelton, Stephen Cree. July 2022, Kick-Ass, Salem, Massachusetts, and that's where they got Tim Downey, Caitlin O'Ryan, Tom Brittany, Lauren Lyle, and Caesar Domboy. Okay. There we got some more pictures of folks signing. There's CMU. Hello, CM. And, wide range. Yep, or wide. So, yeah, we can see them actually getting... Oh, yeah. Do everybody remember these lovely things being everywhere? Now, there's still some places, but... All right. So, it says, head to our eBay auction to place your bid. Right there. Link in bio or head to website for more information. What an amazing piece of Outlander memorabilia. 15 autographs. That's incredible. Taking a break to see if I can breathe through this whole thing. All right, one more thing, a bit of news. Actually, I still have some more things to share, but this is a neat piece of news because we have a little more insight into the type of Macbeth that's going to be put out. The Vicarious Voyagers shares a repost from Heughan Highlights. This is an AI photo of Sam, who will be playing the role of Macbeth with others at the Others Place Theater. We get that from October 9th to December 6th this year in Stratford upon Avon. Thank you again, B, for letting me know that my brain was blurping. It says a 1990s dystopian setting for the Scottish play for the Scottish actor. Wouldn't that be fun? I think because of the hair being cut. Sam is Macbeth with the Royal Shakespeare Company and more dates. I honestly, for a minute there, thought that they were going to say it was that. But no, I think this is just somebody having fun with AI. But it's still, I enjoyed it, and it caught my eye, and therefore I am sharing it with you. I think that might be exaggerating Sam's arm. Just like a little bit, especially after he got ready for the marathon. But not by too much. I'm gonna, ooh. Yeah, yes. He is going to be fantastic in this role. I completely agree with Cynthia over there. It's going to be fantastic. I wish I've got too many things on my plate right now. I will see if I can somehow get to England. It's okay. Anywho, dream. What else do I have? I have little Outlander stars here with no promises. Jamie Roy, we can't wait to see Brian Fraser. And it says, about to completely be undone by Brian Fraser. And he has just a short blurb here, but I think we're going to enjoy Jamie Roy.
Undone by Brian Fraser. Well, don't become too undone, because you've got a whole season to get through. So try and hold yourself together a wee bit. It'll be worth it, I promise. Completely undone by Brian Fraser.
I don't think he's aware of just how undone we become on like what ought to be normal things. I go crazy over Sam's kneecaps. Let's just face it. Some of us are a little odd. I'm enjoying Jamie just for his personality behind the scenes and the little things that we've seen. I'm really excited to see what he brings to Brian as the actual character. So far I've enjoyed his personality quite a bit. So and I enjoy Sam and everybody else's personality in that way. I think they're going to fit in really, really well. Just in my opinion, that's my prediction, because I tell the future. It's what I do. Graham McTavish shares this. I've thought about coming to Normandy all my life, and finally, on the 81st anniversary of D-Day, I made it. So many emotions walking through the Sainte Mère Église, seeing the iconic church, traveling to Utah and Omaha beaches, and visiting the final resting places of nearly 10,000 American soldiers who, like so many others, made the ultimate sacrifice. Tomorrow I'm going to the British and Canadian beaches where my Uncle Tommy served. If any of these videos are any good, it's thanks to my wife. He's always so nice to his wife, who captured the power of the day. D-Day, Normandy. And thank you for your service and sacrifice. Brave GIs is what Point Blank 1959 has there. Now, with Memorial Day having just passed a week ago, and 4th of July coming up, it's like 2 months of like serious consideration of your vets and of the country they fought for. Whether they're vets here in the United States, vets in England, Canada. There are so many folks who put their life on the line to make sure that we have certain freedoms that we are, in some cases, fighting for again or still fighting for. So I'm glad when Graham or when any of the stars kind of take a moment to make us take a moment, because no matter what freedoms we have, it's always kind of a battle to keep them. And they did include quite a few videos. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. So, and then just, yeah. And then flags and just being respectful, I think. It's a sad sight, but it's also kind of, I don't know if, I think beautiful might be the right word. Because it does make you really consider and think about what it is that we are graced with, the allowances we have now that 50 years ago we didn't have, and again in some cases are still fighting for or hoping to keep. So that's really cool. Oh wow. You know what? Again, jealous that they get to travel. Thank you very much, Graham, for sharing those with us. And then I'm going to refresh this. But there's Rosie Carney. We've heard, I think John's talked about quite a few things from her. John's getting a little bit country. And this one, and also the Guitar to Win, also shared by Kathy Slavic. So thank you on both counts for making sure I didn't miss this. I did see one round of photos with John, but I didn't see the full collection. Hadn't gotten to his, so I thank you very much. But yeah, he's a little country, and he's having fun with it. Some of these are just downright playful. This is him, looking cowboy in the dark. Mysterious cowboy. Check out the boots, for pity's sakes. Oh my goodness, I'm a little bit Texas. And there's his rear end. I do remember him wearing the cowboy hat at the gathering last year, and he looked good. It looked good on him. I have no complaints about John in a cowboy hat. I also have no complaints about Katrina sharing wisdom with us. This one is an obvious one for all of the ladies. Okay, gentlemen, don't want to leave you out. I'm sure there are times where you're irritated by this, but it is a very common problem for women. Girls are happier when their dress has pockets. It's science. And let's not just leave it to dresses. Sometimes it's trousers, pants. Balf Nation does share this one. Girls are happier when their dress has pockets. I can't think of a better quote to fit Katrina Balf. Posted by there to Instagram by Grace Wrightsell, stylist to Katrina under Carla Walsh, and paired today with some favorite photos of Katrina at New York City Comic Con 2024, promoting Outlander Season 7B. I know. This isn't a dress, but this look is too hot not to use for this post. And I say it doesn't just, it's not with dresses. And if you watch Doctor Who, there's this great one, the one Runaway Bride, where the problem is she has no cash on her. Why? Pockets. It's a wedding dress. There are no pockets. And so we love pockets. There's even a moment in Star Trek where in the cartoon Lower Decks, where they discover they actually have had pockets this whole time and nobody told them. Their uniform has pockets. I like this blouse, this drapey blouse. That's really pretty. And I would say I really like those pants, but I've tried to wear the wrinkly pants like that where it's a natural wrinkle. And I have a little too much tummy. It flattens out the wrinkles. Doesn't look quite right. She's works very hard for this lovely figure. So wear the pants, wear the dress, have some pockets. It's always necessary to have pockets. It really is kind of, that's why we have to carry these gigantic purses everywhere. We wouldn't have to if our clothes had pockets. You know what I'm saying? That's my big complaint for the day. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this impromptu. I hope you enjoyed this impromptu video. My throat apparently is totally against it, so, but I got through it. So did you. I will be updating some things next week. If you notice, I have a little something up here in the corner. If you happen to be watching this video, you get to hear this first. I have a guest coming on Monday the 23rd. It isn't a cast member. I don't want to make everybody like, oh my gosh, she has Sam. No, I don't have Sam. I don't have John. I don't have Katrina. But I do have somebody that I think everybody's going to be excited to talk to or have some questions for. I will let you know who here in the next week or two, but it is that first Monday after our last season 1 episode chat. So I found at least one thing to do on one Monday while we fill the time. Go me. At any rate, thanks for joining me a whole bunch. You guys know the spiel. You've heard it all week. Thank you so much to my members. Obviously, very much appreciate your continued support. Thank you to those of you who've been attempting to help me get a little bit closer to my goal. I'm so close I could taste it. It's sort of ridiculous. It is very ridiculous, but I am trying very hard to do this. I posted 3 of my paintings up on Etsy. You know, I don't know about pricing. I really don't. So if anybody has any comments, please feel free to let me know. I won't be upset. Some of these people, they were like $2,000 for a painting. I ain't doing that. But check them out if you would, just so it looks like people are checking out my page. It makes it look like it's interesting. And I'm sure I have other stuff I should say. But yeah. Oh, and thanks to those of you who visited my GoFundMe recently. Appreciate that. Like I said, I'll update this on Monday. And yeah, that's it. That's everything. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If not, give it a big old thumbs down and let me know what you really think of me down below either way. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell and the subscription button if you find yourself coming back and want to know when the next videos are coming out. That's like the easiest, best way. Not that YouTube is always on the ball about it, but you know, it's the best way. And then of course there's my schedule that I do try to keep to. In general, except when stuff happens and I'm like, I want to share. Other than that, yeah. If you didn't get enough Outlander information and you want more, want to see what I've put out, I have put out quite a few things this week. Please do check out the playlist below. You'll find loads of stuff. And no matter what video you choose, I will see you there. And I will probably see you Monday. I probably won't see you tomorrow. But yeah, be safe. Have a great weekend, guys. I will, oh, wait, wait, Boots, oh, wait, is your mystery, oh, is my mystery guest Steve? That would be cool. I should talk to Steve. Thank you for saying that. But no, it is not. It is not Steve. That is a good idea. I wonder if I can get a hold of Steve. What should I talk to about Steve? Or what talk to Steve about? Anywho, but that's not who it is. I will have, it will be via Zoom. It will be via Google. Zoom sometimes causes me some trouble. At least Google gives me an hour, and I can deal with that. So we will see. We will see. We will see. All right, guys, go on. Have a really great weekend. If you've sent me an email this past week and you're like, why won't Katie get back to me? Because Katie's been lazy. And Katie has not gone through her email this week. So I will do that today at some point and get back to you if there is a getting back to you to do. Jan, I love that you send me stuff. So thank you for doing that. I don't always get back to you, but I do get them and I do appreciate that. Everybody else, I will. Oh yeah, if you wanted to be part of Belfast, I think Jackie's the only one who has let me know so far. So if you want to be a part of that Belfast chat next Wednesday, you're gonna want to do that. I already said bye. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. Email me if you want some stuff. I promise you, I'm getting it to it. I was lazy. Have a nice weekend, guys.